Hey guys, and welcome back to the CTFC Perspective, and in today's video we are going to be doing another match preview for Bristol City. And if you did watch the previous match preview, you would have found out that I was absolutely spot on. I got pretty much everything in that video correct, and we're going to be hoping to do something like that in today's preview against Stoke City. As you would have known if you have watched any of my previous match previews, I go into in-depth analysis on all the possible things you could need to give your final verdict of what the final score would be. So I go into the bookies odds, player performances, recent performances, what happens the last time these two clubs played, everything like that and more, just so I can have my final decision on what I believe the score will be. I'm going to be doing content just like this and other Bristol City related content for the rest of the season, as I went into last video, because there isn't actually anything going on with Cheltenham Town at the moment, and I want to keep bringing content out for you guys. So this is where the content will basically revolve around until the season is over, which sadly isn't that long away. And one last bit of news to conclude this intro is the news surrounding the managerial role at Bristol City. Now, the stand-in manager is not doing anything wrong with his 2 wins out of 2 possible games. He's doing absolutely amazing, but for the long run, we do need to get a professional manager in. And I will be doing a video on this, but it seems that the leading candidate for the managerial role at the moment is Steven Gerrard. Now, he's a very accomplished manager in his job. He's actually doing a really good job for his first job, as he is managing Rangers in a league which, let's face it, Celtic will always win, but he's really putting up a fight. And I don't actually watch too much of Rangers, but he seems to be doing a very good job. And me and Tyler personally would prefer Chris Hughton, as, like I explained previously, he's just very good at helping out the team, and obviously he's a very experienced manager. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say for the moment. I'm going to be making a video on whoever gets the managerial role at Bristol City. But yeah, don't hold your breath. Me and Tyler will be editing and creating a video as soon as we hear the news on who gets the managerial role at Bristol City. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So like always, we start off our first half of the video with Bristol City, and their last performance came up against Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough actually lost to us 3-1, as you would have known if you watched the game. They actually had more shots than us though. They had 12, we had 11. We had the same on target, this being 6, but we were very clinical with our finishing and ended up winning the game with 3-1. Those goals scored were by Nahki Wells, first in the 6th minute. What a goal it was, and he got his second in the 79th minute, and also the other goal was from Jamie Patterson. What a counter-attack this was. Great finish, great attack, great build-up play, Pep Guardiola-esque football. And there were 13 fouls in the game as well, so it was a really dirty game, and I expect none the less in tomorrow's game. That last performance brings us right onto the league table. Bristol currently find themselves, after that win, in 11th place, but it's really spiced up the table as we're on 61 points with a -4 goal difference, but we only find ourselves 3 points behind 6th place, so anything can happen. We just got to keep our fingers crossed that we can clutch something up, and maybe, just maybe, if results go our way, find ourselves in the playoffs. If you did watch my last match preview, this form for Bristol City would be very self-explanatory, as we did lose 3 games on the bounce, the first being to Sheffield Wednesday 2-1, then Nottingham Forest 1-0, then another 1-0, but to Cardiff this time. Then we beat Hull 2-1, and our final result, as you know, being 3-1 to Middlesbrough. This leaves our form, as you can see, as loss, 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 then back-to-back W's. I'm going to try and do different players to look out for every single preview, so it doesn't get repetitive and actually gets interesting for you guys, the viewers. So, my first player to look out for has to be Dan Bentley. He's played 40 of our 43 possible games this season, kept 10 clean sheets, and he's going to be eager to keep a clean sheet sometime soon, because he hasn't kept a clean sheet in a very long time, and I really think he has it in him. He's a really, really good and underrated goalkeeper, and I think if the defence defends well tomorrow, anything can happen. I just don't see him letting in easy tap-ins. It's going to have to be a screamer to get past him. And then the other one, you can't ignore him really. He's also the club's top scorer, so that takes out 2 segments with 1 stone. It is Nahki Wells. He's now on 18 goals and 3 assists in the league this season after 40 appearances. And just what a goal he scored, what a performance he's been playing recently. And he just has the potential to be one of our greats this season. And if he carries on the way he played last game, he's going to absolutely steamroll Stoke City. Now that's out of the way, let's move on to the opposition. So, Stoke's last game was a 2-0 victory over Birmingham City. They had 17 shots to Birmingham's 7, with 5 on target to Birmingham's 2, getting 2 goals from their 5 shots on target. The goals came from Danny Bath in the 12th minute and Samuel Raymond Klukas in the 45th minute. They actually only had 40% possession in that game, so you can clearly see Bristol are most likely going to dominate the possession stats in tomorrow's game. That moves us straight on to our next segment, this being the league table once again. Stoke City, a bit like last week, were playing a team in a very perilous position. They find themselves in 17th position with 49 points with a -10 goal difference. And just like our last opponents, if results do not go their way, they could easily find themselves in the relegation zone. This is because 22nd place Hull City is only in 45 points. So they've only got a 4-point lead against them with 3 games left. So they really have to try and get a win in this game, even though we do not want them to. That is going to be their aim, trying to win every single one of their remaining games to make sure that they remain in this division and remain safe. And you know what comes next? It is Stoke City's forms. Their form has been very up and down of late. We start off with a 2-0 loss to Middlesbrough and then a 3-0 loss to Wigan. They then bounce back with a 4-0 win against Barnsley. And then same old, absolutely horrific performance, seeing them lose 5-0 to Leeds United, and they just came straight back with a 2-0 victory. This leaves them with a loss, win, loss, win. For Stoke City, the first player I believe Bristol City should be careful with and look out for is James McLean. He has got himself 6 goals and 5 assists this season with a pass accuracy of only 66%, but he seems like he controls the middle of the park and he's rarely dropped with 33 out of 43 possible games played this season. And for my second pick, I'm going for Tyrese Campbell. He scored 2 goals in their demolition of Barnsley, and he's got himself 9 goals and 2 assists this season with a 71% shot accuracy and a 74% pass accuracy. So a really good all-round player, and I think he can cause the Bristol City defence some trouble. And the man who we also have to look out for, who is seemingly Stoke City's top scorer, is Sam Klukas. He's a midfielder and he's got himself 11 goals and 3 assists this season. He's also got himself a 77% pass accuracy and he gets 52 touches per match. He's only been dropped 1 game this entire season, showing that he's a real leader in the middle of the park and can get forward too. So yeah, midfielders, attackers, defenders, they all have to be alert and just make sure that we track him down. Returning to the bookies odds now, for Stoke City to win, the bookies have it at 31-20, and for a draw it is 21-10. The last time Stoke and Bristol City played each other was on match day 7 on the 14th of September 2019. Things started really bright for Stoke with the 4th minute Sam Klukas getting a goal with Martins Indi getting the assist. But then it really went and took a dark turn for Stoke as in the 12th minute Allen got sent off. Then in the 55th minute Bristol City really showed some fight and Jeju made it 1-1 with Jack Hunt getting Bristol City's assist, and in the 62nd minute to top it all off, Stoke City actually scored an own goal and the game finished 2-1. With multiple yellow cards, there actually being 2 in the 93rd minute. Okay, with all that out the way, I have one last thing to do, and that is the final decision. I really hope you enjoyed all the statistics and information that we showed you in today's video, but it now comes down to the most important part. And I don't seem to sound confident, but Stoke either score and win by a lot, it seems, or they get absolutely battered. And as they did just come away from a 2-0 win, I guess you could say their form has changed, but you could have said that when they beat Barnsley 4-0. And even though they're playing Leeds United, one of the most informed teams at the moment, 5-0 is a very embarrassing scoreline. So I'm not going to be too confident. I can't see us scoring a lot of goals, because we rarely do. We can score usually 3 maximum, and we do concede very typically, as Bristol City usually do. But I think with all that information in mind, the bookies odds and everything, I can see us walking away with a 2-0 win. I'm not going to say who's going to score, but obviously I've mentioned who you should look out for, so those are the most likely candidates. Or if we can whip in an absolutely scrumptious free kick again, that would be beautiful also. But as I said, I think if the goalkeeper has a really good performance, he isn't going to let in any tap-ins, so that's out the way. Stoke don't score too many goals. Even though I'm just not really a big fan of our defence at the moment, it's constantly leaking at least 1 goal a game. I can see us walking away with a 2-0 victory. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, can you please smash that like button? It will mean the world to us. Whilst you're at it, can you subscribe to the channel and smash that notification bell so you know when a video goes live. If you have any extra thoughts, drop a comment in the comment section. We will try and read and like all of them. 2 videos like this will be on screen very shortly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.